Alrighty, Dad. This is episode 11 of Ask Pete.
I'm trying to be real excited, even though it's a horrid day outside, which has brought us inside to do the Ask Pete. I thought we were done with this inside stuff.
So did I. That's why I'm very unexcited, if you can't tell by my voice.
Well, you cheer up.
Alrighty, and for our first question, it's from Chris Creech.
I know that guy, Chris Creech.
Oh, alright. Well, you can answer his question then.
Hi, Chris.
He asks if there's a lake or what lake that you haven't fished is at the top of your bucket list.
Oh, boy. Well, he kind of stumped me there. Actually, I would say that it would be out west, but I can't name a specific lake right now. I've actually got to research it, Chris, but believe it or not, of all the things I've done, I've never actually fished a hybrid muskie only body of water that's really good. I've caught hybrids, I've caught them all over, but it's just one thing, and I've been telling myself the last, I don't know how long now, that I got to do that. And out west is someplace, I haven't been, so Washington State or Oregon, out there by my Uncle Bob. I need to get my butt out there and fish for hybrid muskies.
Alrighty, Dad, and our next question comes from ILL Muskie Hunter. And he said, if you're not seeing any muskies up shallow, would you cast open water or would you troll, and what baits would you use?
Well, that's a great question. First of all, son, I just want to divert here totally, digress. I'll remember the question. How do you like my Mini Pearl hat? I bet you don't even realize who Mini Pearl ever was.
No.
You wear the tag. See, I got a number. I'm a part number, so I feel pretty excited about that on this day when it's 40 below and raining. Or actually, I guess it's 40 degrees and raining. But anyway, back to your question. In the spring, especially the time of the year we're doing this, I would say absolutely. But I guess for any time of year, it's not so much seeing fish all the time. But if you're working structure in between your electronics and the activity levels, and if you're talking to other muskie anglers, and that shallow bite, the structure bite is just not good, then absolutely. I actually like to hear that, especially in the spring of the year, that the shallow bite is not good, the structure bite isn't good. That's going to get me out there because I know most people don't have confidence in trolling open water. And they are out there, and there's more fish out there than most people realize. When the shallow bite is really tough, that usually means, not always, but it usually means that the open water bite is good. There's tons of things you can use trolling, but crankbaits are generally going to be the best overall. And the types, I could go on and on, but it's personal preference and the level that you want to be fishing. So to make a real long story short with that, in this spring of the year, I'll generally want higher running baits. I'm going to probably be in the top 15 feet of the water column with most of my baits. In the late fall, for instance, I'm gonna take that down to near the bottom and trolling structure, which would be significantly deeper. So it's choosing your crankbait types, but yeah, definitely get out there. If the activity level is low on structure, get out in that open water.
Alrighty, Dad, and for our final question of episode 11 of Ask Pete, Recon033 asks, do you keep a fishing journal? And what kind of details do you or would you keep in it?
Recon. I wonder if he runs a Recon boat. Well, journals. I did journals meticulously for years, and I guess maybe I've gotten old and lazy. But the one reason I stopped doing journals is, and literally writing down everything, besides the laziness, was that a lot of theories that I developed from it were kind of proven false to a certain extent, and I've now gone by the adage that You just got to be versatile and adapt every day. The thing that is important, though, that I really do think you should try and journal, and you know, my son will be surprised by this, but a lot of these things I actually remember on my own that usually don't change and can be a big factor, that I would write down, as especially if it's a classic spot or if it's a current related spot. You know, sticks out into the wind more, but there are patterns that at times can be consistent literally for decades on the way a spot lays with wind and current and that type of thing. So in other words, what I'm saying is, would you have really good luck on a spot if it's an exposed spot, if it's a neck down spot where the wind's rushing through and you might be getting reverse current, all of those things. That's the single biggest thing to pay attention to, is the wind direction and currents that are going on at the time. And currents aren't always natural current. This is all wind-related current that I'm in general talking about here. But I've seen some profound cases over the years where it's a great-looking classic spot, but there's only certain wind directions and certain situations, whether it's reverse current or whatever. And there's, to me, some of this is just theory, but the wind's got to be coming right in on the steep side for some reason on particular spots. But whatever it is, that doesn't matter. It matters to the fish. And if you pay attention to those kinds of things, you're going to save yourself a lot of time, because you're going to be able to avoid a spot when the wind's wrong and get there when it's right.
Alrighty, Dad. Well, that's the end of episode 11 of Ask Pete.
Cheer up, son. I mean, you just really...
Well, look outside. It's depressing.
You're the one that told me we got to liven this up, which I agree. I'd liven that up. Look, I wore a mini pearl hat. I could have my pink hat on. Here's the thing, son. Cheer up, because summer was here. It was here. We had 3 days of 90. Now we have the severe 40 below, but summer will come back. It's called climate change, son.
It's June, and it looks outside like it's mid-February without the snow.
Gotta make you appreciate the pretty days, son. See, there's some wisdom from an old guy.
Right. Remember, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like. And if you have not, subscribe to that magical thing right there.
Right. How could you not like this video? I mean, come on now. And tell your friends. Tell your friends to like and subscribe. We need the whole world on here. More the better.
Right.